Welcome, winners. How are you doing? I'm excited to have you with us on our video time and television ministry. I am so glad, so thrilled, and full of joy. Thank you for tuning in. This is Pastor Jefferson, Charles Jefferson, and I'm happy that you're here with us on this time, this video time. Right now, I'm at another church. This is not our church. This recording you see right here is taped at another church. Ladies and gentlemen, for testimony's sake, I got some good news. All right, let me start out with that. I got some good news. The Lord has opened up a ministry door for Goodness and Mercy Church. Thank you all for your prayers. I love it. We are doing service this evening at a homeless shelter. We're doing service. A church here has a homeless overnight shelter, and the homeless are here sleeping, and we are here volunteering. So thank you, all your supporters. You've just been great. We appreciate you. So I'm here tonight sleeping with the homeless people. Thank you. This is just what I wanted. Amen. I dreamed about this. This moment is the best moment of my life. You know, as many of y'all know, I started this with the sandwich ministry. The church history, Goodness and Mercy history, is the sandwich ministry, the homeless ministry. So the Lord got me back doing that here in Chesapeake, Virginia. I'll tell you more about it a little later on, okay? So I'm glad. So this is great. So I'm taping at another church. Let me make it clear. This is not our church. This is another church in Chesapeake. I'm just recording here. Amen. All right? So that's why I'm showing this shot instead of showing you other places in the church, because it's not mine. All right? So let's talk about the subject we was talking about, which is differentiation. Differentiation. Strategies. Learning styles. Okay? Learning styles. Now, let's shorten the word differentiation and call it differentiate. Okay? Differentiate. Let's continue that discussion, all right? Because it is one of the strongest policies of our church. Differentiation strategies. Okay, now listen real quick. Okay, listen. It's important. It's important. It's my vow to you if you come to our church as a visitor or a member. Okay, now, differentiate means that you are successfully adjusting to all the people that come to your church or your school. You're adapting to their learning styles. In other words, you do not have a one-size-fit-all type of teaching method. And so this is why I want this in Goodness and Mercy as a pastor. I make it clear. I want you to listen to me now. I do not want, okay? Now, I'm not, other pastors feel different. But I do not want a one-size-fit-all preaching. I don't want that. I don't want Goodness and Mercy to be a one-size-fit-all. That's all differentiate is. You're making sure you're not a one-size-fit-all because you have different learning styles. Now, usually, people like joining churches where it's just hooping and hollering. And everybody that joins that church is under that style because everything is screaming. They do a little teaching and then they scream, all that stuff, and some do full blast screaming, and they're happy with that. But I don't want that only to be the only style. I want us to adapt to everyone that comes in with different learning styles. Now, usually differentiate stands for all kinds of diversities of people, you know, different ethnic groups of different nationalities, you know, blacks, white, Hispanic, Latinos, Middle Eastern people. And that's nice. That's what it's for, really. But I always believe that you could have an all-black church and you still need differentiate instructions. You could have an all-white church. Why? Because every one of these people, although they're all black, they have different learning styles that as a pastor I have to feed. So my point is not racial or ethnical. Is that everybody that comes in will have a different way they want to learn. Okay, different way that their brain is supposed to learn. Okay, far beyond my understanding. That's God's understanding. So this is why I must tell you about differentiate. Okay, you understand? So you can get properly fed. Now, let's break it down. How can this help? What does this got to do with church? What on earth? You're probably saying to yourself, what on earth does this got to do with church? Yo, man, what on earth? Yo, cuz, what on earth this got to do with church? Alright, I'll tell you how it's got to do with church. Whether Goodness and Mercy gets an all-black church, or all-white church, a mixture, different. Remember, I told you, we're in a high-density population. And high density comes from the root word dense, which means packed. So we are in packed neighborhoods where there's projects, non-projects, stores, whatever. And it's got everybody in here, black, white, Latino, Middle Eastern, even Islamic. I mean, you got everybody in this culture, in this area I'm in. So they all come with different cultural, social, economical, social stratification. It's come from different backgrounds, so we want to be open so they can feel good coming in. Now let's get down to some specifics about learning styles. Let's talk about learning styles. All right, you ready? Okay. Learning styles mean everybody, how their brain, this is just my way of explaining it, where are they comfortable at what method in receiving the teaching. Okay, you got it? Well, the best way I can explain it to you too is to talk about another subject that's linked into this, which is called 8 multiple intelligences. Somebody say 8 multiple intelligences. Let me ask you something. You ever have a hard time reading the Bible? You really want to read it, but you just can't seem to read it. You be ready to read it at 8 o'clock. And every time at 8 o'clock, when 8:02 comes, you can't read it no more. You ever get frustrated about it? You ever, say, man, this is hard. And you probably put yourself down. You probably say to yourself, I don't have faith. So you're going on beating yourself up mentally. But let me help you out, okay? Well, see, you have 8 multiple intelligences, all right? It may be not that you don't want to read the Bible. It may be that you don't understand your intelligences. Think about it. See, understand that everything God made has a entity in it. It's a description. It is a life description. So your mind has levels. And if you don't know the level, you'll beat yourself up. And I think you want to grow in the Bible. I just think you're having a hard time. So let us go over with you these 8 multiple intelligences. And I'll explain it in the next videos. Okay? So one is called verbal linguistic. So come back to the next video so you can learn about that. The second one is called logical mathematical. Okay? The third one is called body kinesthetic. That has to do with you physically moving, physically doing dance, whatever, sports. The next one is musical. Okay, the next one is musical. One of them is spatial intelligences. That means you're a 3-dimensional person. Sort of like internet, computer. You sort of think more than one dimension. The other one is intrapersonal. That means that you're a thinker of seclusion. You think better when you're by yourself. Another is interpersonal, meaning that your thinking come better when you're with groups, organizing events. Then there is the naturalist outside. So come back at the next video and I'll explain it to you a little bit more detail. Okay? See you at the next video.